Moving on to exercise 13, a sharp and distinct movement. So these are quite common in reels, sometimes jigs, mostly reels, and we tend to call them Tachums because of the sound they make. So again, over at the right hand side of the page, there's a couple of little single groups. So the first one shows you a G grace note sounding C and a D grace note to low A. The C has a cut and the low A has a dot, so that tells you that the C is shorter than the low A. And then the one directly below that is the same movement from B to low G. So the first one on C was like this. Now we call it Tachums because of the sound it makes. Tachum, Tachum. And then on B, it's quite important not to overcut the short notes. They don't become tickums rather than tachums. Tickums, if they're played too quick, they end up being. So we don't want that. Keep them quite open at the moment to start with. Nice big grace notes. So at the right hand side of that page, the very first, there's two bars together. So that's showing you two tachums on C and two tachums on B, like I just played there. Okay, moving on to the next little bit down, so it's a distinct and round movement. So it's again looking at the two sort of little single groups at the left hand side of the page. If you look at it now, so it's slightly different. We've got groups of three notes. So we've got the first one as a G grace note on C, and we'll notice that the C is now dotted. A D grace note to low A, and that low A has a cut, followed by an E grace note still on low A, and that doesn't have any dots or cuts. So, and then the one below is the same but on B, going down to low G. So that would sound a little like this. Keeping my grace notes really big, really open, and the same on B. And then, so moving over to the right hand side of the page, the first sort of, we've got two, showing you two sort of little lines there. So the top one, you see it has 6/8 timing against it, so it tells you that would be quite common in jig playing. So that's basically what we've just done there, 2 on C and 2 on B. So like this. And then the one below that is more common in reel playing, and you'll see that there's it's now groups of 4 notes. So the first group of 4 has an extra C on the end, and the second group has an extra B on the end. And it goes like this. You'll notice the C and B at the end of that group of 4 have a cut on them, so don't overhang those. So lastly, on that page, the next group down, we've got a line of 4 bars and you can see it's written in, it's got the C with the line through it, so it's straight time, so it's like real, it'd be like a real beat that would play this. So let's just have a quick run through that. Again, it's really quite slow, really quite open, so not really like a reel. Let me just get a little reel in my head. If it was played properly in real timing. But certainly for starters, keep it nice and slow, nice and open. And then lastly on that page, there's just another group of, there's 3 little short bars, which are shakes. So first one on B, G grace note on B, and closing the chanter to sound a low G, a short low G, and then the same on C. And it's basically, well, it's B, C, D, E, F, and high G. Those are all the shakes that we do. Just quickly run through those. The E one actually, the high G one shows a closing to E, but I usually just play an F there. Just again. Let's keep those nice and open as well. And that more or less covers exercise 13.